Okay, so preferential seating is the accommodation that I'm going to be talking about. Um, yeah. So what is it? Preferential seating is essentially just allowing students to either choose where they want to sit, listing people that they'd like to sit next to, or choosing what area of the class that they'd like to sit in. So basically, instead of the teacher just creating the seating chart, we're giving students a little bit more say of where they would like to be at, and yeah, where they want to go. So why does this help? You kind of think of like allowing students to choose where they want to sit is not a great thing. Leads to a lot of distractions in class, but it actually can be very beneficial. So sitting next to peers in the classroom can help students be a lot more comfortable in the class. And that's good because we don't want students to be on edge in class. That doesn't help learning for them. We know that through educational psychology, we know that students that are like on edge during class, they don't learn as well. Students that are in a comfortable, relaxed place, they are more likely to um, fully benefit from that class. And so that comfortability, it can also lead to a better classroom culture. And again, great thing for learning and better engagement also. If students don't want to be in the class, they're more likely to not say anything, participate, that sort of deal. And participation in the classroom is what we're going for. Um, Students also have the ability to distance themselves from distractions. So if they know things that will not help them learn, such as sitting next to a window so they can look outside at like the lawn being mowed or the cars going by on the street. You just give them the opportunity to distance themselves from the distractions that they know are not going to benefit their education, whether that's, things like sitting next to a window, things like sitting next to other students. Yeah, just giving them that option, that choice. And then teachers, we may know like who's buddy buddy with who and who's going to cause distractions, but um, students may also just have ideas in their head like of what is going to distract them, what is not going to help them in the long run be engaged in the class. So students know themselves best, how they learn, and a teacher cannot see all of that. So just giving students that option to be able to um, kind of speak for themselves, giving them their own voice. Just a great thing. Um, and then students can also see themselves where they're able to best learn. So talking about like a student that needs to be closer to the board to be able to see what the presentation is or what you're writing, or say they can't hear as well, so they need to be able to be closer to you so that they can hear you, or sitting next closer to their desk, to your desk, the teacher's desk, so that they're able to just um, get a little bit more help, less it's less distractive when they need to ask for help if they need a lot of assistance in their work. And then so who benefits? Who's our target students here? Everybody, all students can benefit from this. Just giving students the choice to be able to speak for themselves about where they want to sit, what's going to help their education the most. Great thing, being able to build more comfortability in a classroom, that benefits everybody. But specifically, this helps students with behavior disabilities that get distracted easily. So think like ADHD, those types of disabilities that, you know, allowing students to be more focused or seat themselves in a position where they can be more focused. That's completely beneficial to them. Students with disabilities that affect their social or emotional functions. So it's really important that we get those students to be able to um, sit in an area where they are most comfortable, where they um, can just truly get the most out of themselves, out of the class, and not have to worry about um, being next to people that they aren't comfortable with. Yeah. Um, Students that also require seating closer to the teacher, that can help as well. I talked about in the slide previously about students that just may need more assistance with anything with classwork, with just reading assignments, things like that. Just being closer to the teacher can help so that they're not, causing a distraction by getting up and talking to the teacher all the time, or just um, better access to the teacher. Um, and then another one is students that need to be separated from other students. We might not necessarily know, all the happenings in the classroom, but if one student is in a fight with their best friend and they're both in that class, and having them next to each other may not be beneficial for either student. And so, students that are able to sit wherever they want, they can separate during that class, and it's just, better for everybody because we may not know that, but the students do, and they can take that into their own hands. And there just might be, other issues going on that we don't know about where students would need to separate themselves. And yeah, most of my information I got from this website, the Accommodations Toolkit, at the Institute on Community Integration publications. So yeah, that's all I got.